Content presented by Alan Gonsenhauser, CEO of DemandRevenue.com. In today's competitive landscape and challenging economy, companies need every strategic advantage to drive sustainable growth. Yet in sales-driven organizations, marketing often remains an underutilized asset, relegated to tactical support rather than strategic leadership. Unfortunately, I've seen this as still much more common than it should be. For private equity investors seeking portfolio growth and executives charged with driving results, transforming marketing from cost center to value creator represents a significant opportunity. But this evolution requires deliberate strategy, not just increased spending. The growth opportunity gap. Most B2B organizations have established sales engines, but underinvested in marketing functions. This creates predictable limitations, reactive lead generation dependent on sales outreach, inconsistent messaging across customer touchpoints, limited customer insights beyond immediate sales feedback, difficulty scaling without proportional sales, headcount increases, lost opportunities when ideal customers don't encounter your solutions. When marketing evolves from sales support to strategic partner, companies benefit from more predictable pipeline, improved customer acquisition efficiency, and stronger positioning against competitors. 5 strategic approaches for marketing transformation in sales-centric cultures. 1. Align planning processes around revenue. Strategic CMOs establish marketing as a revenue-accountable function, not just a cost center. This shifts conversations from budget justification to investment optimization. Effective revenue alignment includes joint forecasting with sales leadership, agreement on pipeline contribution targets, and transparent tracking of marketing-influenced revenue. This creates shared ownership of growth outcomes rather than departmental finger-pointing when results fall short. Private equity investors should look for portfolio companies where marketing and sales planning documents show leading indicators and revenue-based KPIs rather than just marketing activity metrics. 2. Develop shared understanding of buyers. Customer insight remains marketing's most valuable strategic contribution. By investing in rigorous buyer research and journey mapping, marketing provides the entire organization with a competitive advantage. The most effective CMOs collaborate with sales leaders to ensure customer insights reflect both observed purchasing behaviors and actual sales interactions. This goes beyond traditional personas to include buying committees, decision criteria, and common objections to focus in on the real ideal customer profiles, ICPs, to align on cross-functionally. CEOs should expect their marketing and sales leaders to present unified perspectives on key customer segments and purchasing trends, supported by both quantitative data and qualitative feedback. 3. Build a demand center of excellence. Even with the strongest strategic vision, marketing must establish credibility through tangible pipeline contribution. Building an efficient demand generation engine creates this foundation. The most effective demand centers establish clear service-level agreements between marketing and sales, with shared definitions of lead quality and agreed-upon follow-up protocols. These agreements transform what's often an adversarial relationship into a partnership with mutual accountability. Chief sales officers should look for marketing partners who focus on lead quality over quantity, with marketing qualified lead, MQL, and intent information criteria that accurately predict sales qualification rates. 4. Develop strategic, needs-based campaigns. Strategic marketing campaigns balance short-term pipeline acceleration with longer-term brand and customer development. This approach supports immediate sales needs while building market position that attracts better qualified prospects. By designing campaigns around genuine customer problems rather than product features, marketing creates materials sales teams actively use because they resonate with prospect and current customer challenges. This shifts marketing from producing unwanted content to creating valuable sales tools. For private equity investors, portfolio companies with strategic campaign approaches typically show more efficient customer acquisition costs, customer retention and lifetime value (LTV), upsell, cross-sell motions, and stronger competitive differentiation. 5. Establish shared metrics for success. Transformation requires measurement. Strategic CMOs work with sales leadership to establish shared definitions of success and transparent tracking methods. Effective metrics frameworks include leading indicators, engagement, MQL velocity, demos, trials, responses from ABM accounts, and lagging outcomes, pipeline, revenue, creating visibility into the entire customer acquisition funnel. Regular joint reviews of these metrics foster collaborative problem-solving rather than departmental blame. CEOs should expect their CMO and sales leadership to present unified performance reviews that show how marketing and sales activities combine to drive business outcomes. Implementation roadmap for investors and executives. For private equity investors assessing portfolio companies, marketing transformation represents significant value creation opportunity. Key questions to evaluate potential include: does marketing leadership have direct revenue accountability? Can marketing articulate its contribution to pipeline and revenue? Do marketing and sales share common customer definitions and journey maps? Are campaign strategies directly connected to brand reputation, new business and current customer demand, customer retention and advocacy, and sales productivity objectives? Does the executive team view marketing as a strategic function? For company executives, the path forward requires honest assessment of current marketing-sales alignment, agreement on marketing's strategic role and contribution expectations, investment in foundational capabilities like buyer insights and analytics, regular executive-level review of joint marketing sales performance. Patience through the transformation process, which typically takes 12-18 months, and align with typical selling cycles, which can be extended for enterprise selling. The strategic imperative. In today's business environment, companies can no longer afford the inefficiency of disconnected marketing and sales functions. Strategic marketing leadership drives competitive advantage through deeper customer insights, more efficient demand generation, and stronger market positioning. For private equity investors seeking to maximize portfolio returns and executives charged with sustainable growth, transforming marketing from tactical support to strategic driver represents one of the highest leverage opportunities available. The most successful organizations recognize that marketing and sales aren't separate functions, but integrated components of a unified revenue engine. With deliberate strategy and executive commitment, this integration creates substantial, sustainable value. For more information about Alan, or to book a 15-minute strategy call, please go to demandrevenue.com. Be the CMO they can't afford to lose.